mighty OD.
Dead breeze, we rap this shit. Where they pull them weapons quick and snitches be the death of it.
OD.
Do you hear them? Here they come. Niggas balling out the slums. Here to tell you where I'm from.
Mighty OD.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Brock Brown, the ODTV. We talking boxing again. I'm gonna try to make this quick, but I was having a conversation with my homie earlier, right? And I said something just off the top of the head, and he was like, you know, you should explain that to people in the video. And I'm gonna try to do that. So the title of this is Mike Tyson, aka the Eddie Murphy of boxing. Now, it's real easy to sum it up if you over 30. Real simple to sum it up for you. When you talk about Eddie Murphy, you talking about a guy who, depending on how you define the word big, is arguably the greatest comedian in the history of comedy. And like I said, it depends on how you define the word big. Eddie Murphy has done everything. He's made all the money and he's changed the landscape for all other comedians. And that's exactly what Mike Tyson did. I need you to understand that boxing was not as profitable for anybody. Not the promoters, not black fighters, white fighters, Latino fighters, until Mike Tyson came along. Mike Tyson is the man who set the standard, he set the ceiling for pay-per-view boxing. That's what Mike Tyson did. Yes, Floyd Mayweather surpassed that ceiling. But Floyd Mayweather, out of all the boxers, like we said, white fighters, black fighters, Latino fighters, Asian fighters, it doesn't matter. None of these fighters in the history of boxing, before or after, generated as much revenue as Mike Tyson, with the exception of Floyd Mayweather. Do you understand that concept? Whether Mike Tyson is the best of all time or whether he's not the best of all time. Whether Floyd Mayweather is the best of all time or he's not the best of all time. The same way people will try to argue that Sugar Ray Robinson is better than Floyd Mayweather. It's the same way people will argue that Muhammad Ali is clearly better than Mike Tyson. Some people will argue Joe Frazier. Others will argue George Foreman. Some people would even go as far to say Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. You have to understand that talent is only one part of the battle. How good you are is only one part of the battle. Let's look at Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua and Mike Tyson. Deontay Wilder is black, he's American, and he has produced nothing but knockouts very similar to Mike Tyson. I'll say it again. He's black, he's American, and he is probably the greatest knockout artist since Mike Tyson. Here's the difference. Mike Tyson was the top earning boxer in boxing. Deontay Wilder is not the top earning boxer in his division. I'll say this again. Mike Tyson was the top earning boxer in boxing. Nobody in boxing generated more revenue than Mike Tyson. Deontay Wilder is not the highest grossing, or he doesn't generate the most revenue in his division. That would be Anthony Joshua. So not only did Mike Tyson fill the Anthony Joshua spot, he also filled the Deontay Wilder spot. The spot he didn't fill was the Tyson Fury spot, because there was always people out there that the boxing historians, the boxing analysts, and the boxing fans thought were better than Mike Tyson. Not only that, there's people he's lost to. So the respect that Mike Tyson should have on his name is really a thank you, which should come from every boxer. Because Mike Tyson took the financial side of boxing for the fighter, for the promoter, and all around for the pay-per-view industry to a different level when it comes to boxing. That's what Mike Tyson did. Whether you respect Mike Tyson's resume or not, that's not the thing that makes Mike one of the greatest. It's what Mike did for the business side of boxing. Every boxer who wants to fight Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao and Anthony Joshua for a payday, and Canelo Alvarez for a payday, those guys are paid the amounts of money based off a pay progression from what Mike Tyson was getting paid. Mike Tyson is the one who upped the numbers. He's the one who changed the dollar amount that fighters got. Mike did this. This was Mike Tyson by himself. So if you feel as though Mike Tyson was fighting nobodies, that means it was 100% Mike. It's like anything else in life. Whether you're talking about a television show, you're talking about a musician, you can't tell people what to like. I can't tell people what to like. People are going to like what they like. And when a lot of people like the same thing, it becomes a commodity. It changes the numbers of the business. It changes it dramatically. The Foreman Grill, Walmart, PlayStation, Xbox, these things come in cell phone technology, iPhone, Galaxy. These things come and they change the corporations in which they come from because of them selling like hotcakes. Think of anything that was all over. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. It was everywhere. Look how many records he sold. Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP. Beyonce, B-Day, Sasha Fierce, Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday, I think it's called, or Pink something, Pink Monday, Pink Sunday. I don't know. I think it's Pink Friday, but that's what I'm saying. When a lot of people want the same thing, this is why Drake get paid what he get paid. Because Drake made himself a commodity. Nicki Minaj made herself a commodity. Celine Dion, Carrie Underwood, Lady Gaga. I just want y'all to understand, if you're a true fan of boxing, you must understand, for us to sit here and talk about A side, B side, for us to sit here and watch fighters try to slip past this person and duck this person so they don't lose their shot at this guy, for us to watch fighters hoop and holler and get in the ring and talk about it'd be an honor to fight you, for people to allow no drug testing in unification fights. That's because of the amount of money connected to the person's name. I'll take you back to a Andre Berto interview after Floyd Mayweather put hands and feet all over him. What he said was, you got to knock Floyd Mayweather out. You'll never get a decision. You fighting in his house with his ref, with his judges. He picked the gloves. Now, for Andre Berto to complain about that after the fight, you know why it didn't matter? Because he had already fulfilled his side of the business. He had already secured that bag. You understand why Keith Thurman called out Floyd Mayweather and then allowed Manny Pacquiao to not have drug testing? Do you understand why? Errol Spence got in the ring and told him it'd be an honor to fight him. But look how he acted when it was time to fight Bud Crawford. Now, a lot of us believe Bud Crawford can beat Manny Pacquiao. A lot of us believe he can beat Errol Spence. Some of us don't believe he can beat either. That's not the point. The point is, look at the amount of respect he showed Manny Pacquiao and the level of disrespect that he showed Terrence Crawford. Because there's a dollar amount on the back of Manny Pacquiao's name. You're going to get paid X amount of money if you fight Manny Pacquiao. That's exactly how it was with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a phenomenon. Mike Tyson was an epidemic. Mike Tyson was an economic juggernaut. If you think Mike was getting money with his mansion, remember 50 Cent bought Mike Tyson's mansion. Just remember that. 50, Vitamin Water 50, G-Unit 50, Trolling Makes Me Money 50. He bought Mike Tyson's house. Yeah, that's how Mike had it. That's how much money Mike was making. Now ask yourself the big question. How much was Mike making altogether? Because you know there's people who have to be paid, right? Mike Tyson was larger than life. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, if you have any respect for Biggie, if you understand what I'm talking right now, I'm giving you the stone cold facts of it. Biggie Smalls, one of the greatest rappers of all time, compared Mike Tyson to MJ and MJ. That's the breath that Mike Tyson was in his era. I understand some of y'all are too young to know. I know some of y'all are too biased to care. But the truth is that Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson alone is the reason Floyd Mayweather did what he did. Is the reason Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez are where they are. Is the reason Errol Spence wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. I understand Sugar Ray Robinson may be the best of all time. I understand Muhammad Ali may be the best heavyweight that ever put on a pair of boxing gloves and competed. When you consider all the categories of resume, title defenses, unifications. I understand that. Celebrity, outside the ring. I understand that Ali can be the greatest when everything is put in a row. Just like Richard Pryor may be the best comedian of all time. He may be the most talented we have ever seen. He may be the best. But he didn't do what Eddie Murphy did. And we can sit here and say, well, it's because he passed away. And Barry didn't break Emmett's record because he retired. And my aunt ain't my uncle. Man, listen, it is what it is. And your legacy is what it is. And Floyd is undefeated, and he's the highest grossing boxer in boxing history. And for all you people out there who give Floyd Mayweather all that credit for all that money he made, I just want you to realize, in closing, Mike Tyson was once in the same exact spot. He was the highest grossing boxer in boxing history. He has sold more pay-per-views than anybody in boxing history. Matter of fact, I'm changing the title. And if you watch this video through, you'll hear me call it Mike Tyson, aka the Eddie Murphy of boxing. But I'm changing it. It's called Mike Tyson, the first pay-per-view star. Because that's what he was. The first ever pay-per-view star. A-side versus everybody. He's the draw. They pay for him. Whether they come to see him win or come to see him lose, they came for Mike Tyson. He was the show. Just like Floyd is the show. Just like in that UFC, Conor McGregor is the show. Just like Lady Gaga is the show. Just like Michael Jackson was the show. I'm talking about people who sell every show out. All over the world. Internationally platinum. They want to come, no matter where you at, people know you and they want your product. That was Mike Tyson. That was Mike Tyson. The same way Floyd can go to China and fight in the exhibition and make that type of money, Mike Tyson was doing things that you had never heard of at that time. Mike Tyson was making amounts of money that were astronomically ridiculous for a boxer at that time. So every boxer who comes behind Mike Tyson benefited from a ceiling that Mike Tyson raised for all boxers. Put some respect on that man's name. Don't forget who birthed y'all. Don't forget the person who put all y'all in a position to eat. The one, the only, Iron Mike Tyson. Brock Brown, the ODTV. Stay safe. Peace.